So, Leafs Bruins for the second straight year, third time in the last 7 years, going to a Game 7 to decide who gets through to the next round. Before we look ahead, let's look back at all that went down online through yesterday's very stressful Game 6.
That's a good way of putting it. Let's do it, Faze.
Let's start with Grandma Dubas, Marietta, who's a legend online, Kyle Dubas' grandmother. She's just trying to wish everybody a happy Easter, you know? Hey, everyone, it's Easter game day, Maple Leafs. Go, Leafs, go. A good sign, a good omen, maybe, you know?
Putting out the good vibes right off the bat. I love it, Grandma Dubas.
I think we have to talk about if there's another curse. The Bieber curse.
Yeah, so you explained to me that this isn't the first time he's put this out there?
No, he put it out there in Game 5.
Okay.
They won. But now that they lost, we got to start investigating whether or not this is real, right? So we're going to go a deep dive on... No, we're not.
No, just kidding. No one cares.
Dear God, please bless the Toronto Maple Leafs to win this game in Jesus' name. Getting real, like,
That's
real
what
into
Biebs
it.
wrote?
Sure.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's really into it. And look, he wasn't the only one relying on a higher power to try to bless the Leafs. And I imagine this guy wasn't the only one at church on Sunday ahead of the game in a Leafs jersey instead of a traditional maybe Easter garb, a suit, trying to get a little extra love. I appreciate the effort.
If anyone could help the Leafs, it is a higher power. But unfortunately, not the case because nothing can change the outcome of this series. Everyone knew exactly how this was going to go down.
Shout out my guy Jackson here, taking the game in Paris. Like, look, the Eiffel Tower is beautiful, sitting right behind you. Instead, he is using Sportsnet now to navigate through Game 6 in Paris. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you can watch it anywhere. Not a commercial, guys. We're not trying to force it on you, but yeah, you can watch Sportsnet now anywhere in the world. Catch the game.
I thought maybe this was foreshadowing. Brad Marchand sacrificing a stick. It's what the Bruins do now ahead of their game.
Yes.
Breaking a stick to the hockey gods. Their higher power obviously worked. He had 2 goals and an assist in the game, and pretty much was the difference.
I didn't think that they needed to start sacrificing something. Like, they've been in this series the whole way, but they...
Is this vandalism? Can they file a charge at Scotiabank on this guy, denting the wall a little bit, or am I overthinking this
I think he kept it low. Like, if he was hitting it into that Toronto logo, I'd have more issues with it, but he's keeping it low.
I'm tired of the Bruins and the rituals. I really am. Like, look at this from Torrey Krug as well. I'm not going to play this with sound, but, like, is this... you can do it, put your back into it. I know he scored a goal and he played a really good game.
Warm-up twerk,
he had 9 shots yesterday, 1 for every twerk that he performed
You got to stay loose.
I'm so tired of the Bruins. The Leafs, they're pretty chill as well. This was in the build-up to Game 6. There's, you know how you support your kids sometimes by wearing their clothing? That's Patty Marleau rocking the Austin Matthews sweater ahead of the game.
Dad supporting his son. It's nice, right?
Tyler Ennis, by the way, is doing these Stanley Cup confidentials for the NHL. Here's Andreas Janssen, who's going to be roasted forever now for throwing all the ketchup on his steak. All of it.
What is up with that?
And look, he knows he's going to get got to as well, because look at what he does here. Little flip of the bird. Censored, obviously, because, you know, we're about that respect life. But would you ever put ketchup on your steak?
No.
I just don't get it.
It's an atrocity. But I have to say, I saw Mitch Marner making his ice cream soup. I don't know if you saw that.
I did
so there's
see
some
that.
weird eating habits on the Maple Leafs, is all I know.
All right, so the game went on, and the Leafs got the first advantage with the Zdeno Chara puck flip over the glass. The puck landed in the bench, and the Bruins really wanted you to know about it. This is Marcus Johansson. He grabs the puck and skates all the way to the ref, and to me, it was like very indicative of like the holidays when you really want that extra dessert, and everyone is saying no, like you've had too much. Like, at least when you were a kid. Now I'm 30, I can do whatever I want.
You do what you want, Faisley. You're an adult. You're a grown man.
Can I?
I think so.
So this was really funny. The Leafs didn't score there, but they did score first to take advantage. But the Bruins came back with 2 goals.
And you know what I liked about that was Bruce Cassidy initially when they were trying to find the puck. I feel like someone like kicked an extra one on the ground.
It's right here, man. It's right here. Okay, well,
there's no way watching that replay back it ended up on the bench. But it was a full-blown Easter egg hunt on the Bruins bench.
All right, Freddie Anderson. You know, like...
I just want to give him a hug.
I know.
I feel so bad for him.
I know you do. Like, he was outstanding. Look at that save. That would have changed the game.
It was incredible.
Jim Houston thought it went in. The Bruins thought it went in. No.
We were a little concerned. We waited for that replay to make sure it didn't go in.
He made sure, though, it didn't go in. 2 really good glove saves at the end of that first period that, when the Leafs were down 2-1, could have helped propel them back into the game. Unfortunately, didn't work out. But it did a little later in the third after getting blown up in the second. It was Austin Matthews to start the third period with a little bar down action. In and in.
Yeah, you heard the buddy in Paris heard that for sure. And look at this pose app. Like, Stand Witness has been one of the Leafs.
It's this face that I wanted to. Yeah, this is the one. Look at him. It's like, look, come on my back, boys.
Yeah.
You know, like I know Patty Marleau was wearing my shirt. I'm gonna put all of you on my back and carry you to victory. And you know what? He almost did. Before we get to that, I wanna you know, this was his mom in the crowd. I can't imagine what the parents go through.
No, it's so
seeing
stressful.
their kids doing this stuff, and Emma was all the way in, high-fiving everybody around her.
sure.
Just trying to take it in.
Emma's not, you know, that right. Like, I love Emma's support. She's always in the stands, hyped up, cheering, covering her face. You get all the emotions from Mama Matthews.
There was a lot of emotion for people watching down south because of this guy standing, blocking NBC's camera. 3.5 minutes left in a 1-goal game, in an elimination game, blocking the camera. People were mad online, Danielle.
I have 2 thoughts on this, though.
Yeah.
So sit down, but also you want to stand and cheer.
Well,
why is the camera shot not better?
Yeah.
Right?
And so the people of the internet, which are great, obviously photoshopped his head into some pretty good things. Just the MARTA bus.
Yes,
we remember
of course.
that.
That was fantastic.
There was a black hole apparently, but couldn't
Yep.
see it. My guy's head
In the
kind of
way.
in the way. Apparently there's a famous goal scored here. I don't know. Who got the first pick in this year's draft? Sit down, my guy.
Can't see the sign.
I'm trying to figure it out. Who won gold medal? I don't even know.
Not sure.
I just don't know.
Internet always wins, eh?
Yeah.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah. And
Who
so,
is this poor guy?
in the Easter tradition as well, my guy
At
blocking
least he's a
the
Leaf
Last
fan.
Supper as well. He's a Leaf fan.
He is a Leaf fan, so
Pissed off
that's
a lot of
nice.
Bruins fans that were watching, obviously, on NBC in the
Yeah.
States. The Leafs, though, they were blocked by their own fate as well. Look at this. Down a goal. Morgan Riley, look at the pass. Look at how close this was.
Cannot connect.
Austin Matthews. Now, I want to take notice to the higher-ups, okay? Look at Kyle Dubas. Buck. I'm going to zoom in now because I know what I'm looking for here, okay?
I'm watching.
I want you to look at Brendan Shanahan and how just like nothing, not even a move from the president of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Gargoyle up there.
And so I'm trying to think, all right, like, man, where is that?
Yeah.
Like, where's the stress? And then I looked at his Wikipedia page and was like, oh yeah, 3 Stanley Cups. You were an all-star about 1 billion times.
Cool as a cucumber.
You're in the Hall of Fame. You've won about everything that you could have won. So this doesn't phase you. Been there, won that, as Michael Grange said to me on Twitter.
Well, the same way that Matthews had I feel like I've got this under control, so does Brendan Shanahan.
This is the face I made when it went to 7. Like, how can you not be surprised by this anymore? Shout out Nick Nurse for becoming an internet meme yesterday as well, and what an appropriate place to use that. Like, we knew this was gonna happen.
For sure. There was no other way. Actually, I should say that Faisal and I yesterday, right before Game 6,
we ordered food from an establishment, and the food number was
777. We kind of thought weird omen, and turns out it was absolutely correct. Game 7, but
for a 3rd straight time against Bruins. 7-7. What is that?
Yeah.
3 sevens.
Bless you, Nick Nurse, for this internet gold, though.
We're going to be seeing you in other
that
editions
shot,
of this because you were great.
It will live
We
forever.
held that for 11 seconds, and so shout out our guy Eric here, Eric Andre. Let me in. Trying to get into the second round. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. I appreciate the first comment as well, and I'm going to see if you can see it. It just says, there's a second round? Because Leaf fans, again, it's been over 5,000 days
15
since
years,
the Leafs
Faisal.
have made it to the second round. Juvenile Slow Motion was number 1.
I love that that was the number 1 song. No.
2004 was weird.
Yeah, it must have been a weird
let's
year.
not talk about it.
That's not something that's ever been discussed since, so yeah.
We can rely on old
my
Michael
boy.
Scott. Leafs Bruins Game 7, no question about it. I'm ready to get hurt again.
I love Michael Scott so much. And this is exactly how Maple Leaf fans feel, because it should feel better, right? Trying to win their 3rd game on the road in Game 7.
What should it feel better?
I don't know. That's the problem. I don't feel any bit better. I don't even know if I want to watch. It's too stressful for me.
Now, it might be very simple. Morgan Riley was asked, what's it going to take?
What's it going to take to win a Game 7 in Boston?
Well, we're going to have to score more goals than them.
He's not wrong.
No.
You know, it's kind of factual, right? Like,
that is 100% true. That is how you win a hockey game.
oh my God, his face looks like a guy that's been hurt so many times before. 2013, he was there. 2018, he was there. He remembers the pain, the leads, and the losses that came in those Game 7s, and now they have to do it all over again.
Maybe he also noticed he wasn't in the Norris Trophy finalists, which was a little bit suspect to me.
People were definitely mad online about
Yeah,
that as well, but I
should be.
imagine the priorities are a little bit different. You said it right
100%.
before we did this. Death, taxes.
Game 7, Leafs Bruins, because obviously.
For Danielle, I'm Faisal. Thanks for watching About Last Night.